Yo, what's up guys? Old School Dan here, and in this video I'm going to be giving you Steve Reeves' beginner routine from dynamic muscle building. I'm getting a lot of requests on Instagram, messages on YouTube saying, hey Dan, do you have like a beginner routine? Can you make a beginner routine? Can you have anything like that? And I actually do. I have multiple beginner routines. I'm going to share one of them with you today. This one is especially by Steve Reeves. Dynamic muscle building is copied word for word, so you know that it's legit and it's authentic. All the routines I share on here, I bought the books, I bought the material, I have the material, and I always share the authentic and my best stuff on YouTube. You know that already. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the warm up he recommends, the full body routine that he prescribes, the reps, the sets, and his secret progressive resistance program that gives you the fastest results. But that last one was actually a marketing trick to get you engaged. Now that you're engaged, you might as well stick around for the whole entire video. With that being said, let's get started. Warm up. He recommends that to start out with a good warm up exercise such as power walking, using a treadmill, riding a stationary bike, or working out with a Nordic track, followed by some stretching exercises. So yeah, that is how he wants you to warm up before the exercise. The common misconception is that people try to stretch before they work out. That is a big no-no. I think that's like the number one rule in kinesiology. Never stretch before a workout. You actually want to warm up, get the muscles warm, and then you can stretch. It doesn't make sense to stretch a cold muscle. All right, let's move on to the full body routine. All right, so it's a full body routine, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can also do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. You're going to follow this routine for 6 months, says Steve Reeves. So this workout, you're going to follow it in order. This is in the exact chronological order that Steve Reeves, his thought process was start off with shoulders, then chest, back, biceps, triceps, legs, and then abs at the end. That is his exact sequence and logic for bodybuilding, and it works very well. All right, so first exercise you're gonna start off with upright rowing. Then you can move on to standing press, then a bench press, then bent arm laterals. Bent arm laterals were called back then bent arm laterals. Now they're called flies, which is the first picture that I put up on the right above the pullovers. That is Arnold doing flies. They're basically bent arm laterals. Then you do bent arm rowing, which is the bent arm row, barbell row, whatever you want to call it. Then move on to some pullovers. That bottom picture of Arnold doing pullovers, that's pullovers. That's for the serratus and the rib cage and lats and triceps also. Then you got standing curls, which is just your regular barbell curl. Then you got incline curls, a favorite of Steve Reeves. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you all the sets and reps later on. Just want to the exercise list is very long, so I'm gonna just run through it real quickly. Continued. You're gonna move on to press downs for triceps. Supine tricep press downs were called back then. Now they're called skull crushers. Then you got leg extensions for the leg curls. Seated forward bends are basically they called them they. You think you know what? It's funny because they used to call the squat the deep knee bend. Now they're called squats, but the seated forward bends are basically good mornings seated done seated. That's what they are. Seated forward bends. That makes a lot of sense because you're bending forward and you're seated. That's a good morning. It's a seated good morning. It's the picture on the top right there. The guy with the blue knee wraps, and the one below it is Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the supine tricep extensions. Back then they were called supine tricep extensions. Supine for the flat bench, and tricep extensions. Now we call them skull crushers, but yeah. And then we got calf raises. Then we got sit-ups. Calf raises, I'm pretty sure he meant to do standing calf raises. Just keep that in mind. Then to do sit-ups, leg raises, and side bends. We all know those exercises. And if you don't, you can at least Google one of them by yourself. All right, let's move on to sets and reps. All right, so every exercise on this routine, excluding the ab exercises, is one set times 12 to 15 reps. So everything from the upright rowing all the way till the calf raises is one set of 12 to 15 repetitions. Anything after that, abs, is one set of 20 to 25 reps. So from sit-ups to side bends, it's all one set of 20 to 25 repetitions. All right, now let's move on to Steve Reeves' super secret progressive resistance method. All right, so now let's talk about Steve Reeves' super secret progressive resistance method. All right, let me read you what he wrote. The progressive resistance method works as follows. Start off with the weight with which you are able to perform between 12 and 15 repetitions. If you are unable to complete 12 reps while you are performing an exercise, lower the weight by 10 pounds. If, on the other hand, you are able to complete 17 reps on an exercise, you are starting with too little weight and should raise the weight by 10 pounds. When you have gotten stronger on an exercise and are able to do 16 repetitions, add 10 pounds. Start with 12 reps and work up to 16 reps before raising the weight again. So if you aren't already following me at oldschool_Dan, I've been posting tons of old school content on my Instagram, Franco Columbo's chest routine, some from the magazines that I bought, mistakes when doing calf raises, how to get bigger calves. I've been posting tons of old school content. Check me out. With that being said, subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Old School Dan. I'm gone. Peace.